Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about else if statement. Alright? Now, we have learnt about if else statement where we check if a particular condition is true or false, and based on the result we execute a block of code. Correct? Else if statement is used if we have multiple conditions. Alright, so let me show you an example and then write a program and explain you the concept as I write it. Okay, so here is the program. The program is to find the grade of a student. Alright, first what the program has to do is ask the user for his marks. Okay, if the marks is greater than or equal to 90, then it should say your grade is A or you have scored A grade. If the marks is greater than or equal to 80, it has to say that the grade is B. Similarly, there are these many conditions. And finally, if the marks is below 50, it has to say the grade is F. Okay. So you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conditions which has to be checked before displaying the output. Okay. So when we have multiple conditions like this, we go for else if statement. Alright. So let us start writing the program. So here I have my C program basic structure. So what should it do first? It has to say enter your marks. So we will do that, printf and enter your marks. Okay, enter your marks. Next, what should we do? We must take in the marks that is entered by the user and store it somewhere. So let us do that. So I'll say scanf and I will say percentage %d, okay, because I'm expecting or we are expecting integer input, and let me send it to a variable called as marks. Okay, so now we need to create that variable. We did not create it, so let us create it, int marks. Alright, so first it says enter your marks, so let me run it. It says enter your marks. So when I enter, let us say 52, that 52 will be sent to this variable and it will be stored in it. Okay. So now let us check the marks against various conditions. Alright. So first we will have if marks is greater than or equal to 90. That is our first condition, correct? So if marks is greater than or equal to 90. So if marks is greater than or equal to 90, what should it do? It should say your grade is A. Okay, your grade is A. Now let us check that. Let me run it. So I am getting an error. You know why this error has come, correct? Because we have double quotes here. You know how to get rid of this too. We have learnt about it. So I use backslash here and here. Okay. So now let me run it and check if I get the result. So 98. So your grade is A. So working fine till now. If not, what else? What is the second condition? Marks is greater than or equal to 80. So here what we use is else if. Okay, so else if, this is what we use. Else if, first is if, second is else if, and then the test condition. What is it? The second test condition, marks is greater than or equal to 80. So we say marks is greater than or equal to 80. Alright, so this is our second condition. So inside this should be printf your grade is and I'll use backslash quotes B backslash quotes and it is fine. Okay, so let me check what I get. So I'll run, and it says enter your marks. I'll enter 98. It says your grade is A. I'll run again once again, and I'll say 80, and it says your grade is B. Correct. So working fine till now. Next we have our third condition for C grade, which is marks is greater than or equal to 70. All you have to do is use the same syntax. So I'll copy this just to save your time. Okay, I'll copy it from here. Okay, and paste it here. So we have one more else if block, and now it has to be greater than or equal to 70, and the grade should be C. All right, and the same way we do it for D. So let me paste it once again, and it is for 60 now, and this is D grade. And then we have E, which is for 50. So let me have it here. I'll paste it once again. So let me scroll up. Yeah, so this is for 50, and this is E grade. And finally we have F. Correct, this is the final condition, which is for marks is less below 50. Okay, so for final condition we use else. All right, for the final condition, meaning what? If not this, 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 then what else? Else printf your grade is F. Okay, your grade is F. All right, so now let me run the program. Enter your marks. I'll say 41, and it says your grade is F. I'll run, I'll enter 53, and it says your grade is E, this condition. I'll run and I'll enter 61, and it says your grade is D. Okay, so this is what we have achieved using else if statement. Okay, now briefly let me explain you how it works. So you know that program starts running from the first line. So from the first line it starts executing. This line gets executed, this line gets executed, this line gets executed, and then when this line gets executed, this condition is checked first. So let me run first. Okay, so I'll enter 42. Okay, so now when I entered 42, this is checked first. This comes out as false, so this entire block is skipped. Next, the control goes to this. This is checked next, whether the entered marks is greater than or equal to 80. Entered marks is 42, and so this entire block is skipped. The control goes to this. It checks whether marks is greater than or equal to 70, which is not, and so this entire thing is skipped. Similarly, this comes out as false, so this is skipped. This comes out as false, so this is skipped. And finally, when all the conditions are not matching, the remaining code which is inside else is printed. Okay, it is printed. Now let me run once again, and let me have 83. Okay, 83. Your grade is B. So now what happens is, this is checked first, so this fails, and so this block is skipped. Next, the control goes to this line, and it checks whether marks is greater than or equal to 80. So entered marks is 83, and so this is executed, this is printed out, and everything else which is from here till here is skipped. Okay, this is skipped, and the control goes to the next line, which we do not have here. All right, after this. So whenever a condition is met, that particular block is executed. If the condition is met, then the rest of the blocks are skipped. Okay. And one more thing that you need to remember is you can have as many else if statements as you want. So here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 else if statements, but it is not limited to 4. You can use as many as you want depending on the conditions. How many conditions do you have? Alright. So this is how we use else if statement to check for multiple conditions. Alright. So I hope this is clear. I want you to go out and practice the program that we have done together. Alright. Now I have an exercise for you. I want you to take a number as input. Okay, I want you to take a number as input, and I want you to check whether the entered number is positive or negative. Okay, if the entered number is 0, then it has to say invalid entry. Okay, if the number is positive, it has to say positive number. If the number is negative, it has to say negative number. If the number is 0, then it has to say invalid number. Alright. So try this program out. Okay. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.